Hey, babe, guess where I'm going to take you today?
I don't know, but I think you're going to tell me.
I'm going to take you to a world's famous 135-foot water tower.
Woo-wee, that sounds fun.
We're also going to go somewhere where a famous American Revolution battle happened.
Oh, that sounds fun. Well, let's go there.
Where are we taking everybody?
We're going to go to Gaffney, South Carolina.
Put your seatbelts on.
Because here we go.
This is RV Destinations Podcast.
Hello and welcome to the RV Destinations Podcast. I am Randy Beheimer, the president of RV Destinations Magazine, here with my wonderful, beautiful wife.
I was thinking earlier today, I used to introduce you, and my introductions were way more creative.
How we've grown.
Have we, though?
This is the editor-in-chief of RV Destinations Magazine and Podcast, Caly Beheimer. We're sitting down here in sunny Claremont, Florida, just a little bit north. I think it's Claremont.
It is Claremont.
A little bit north of Orlando. But today we're not going to be talking about Florida. Today we're going to be going up northeast up to South Carolina, not too far from where we bought our new motorhome that we're in right now.
Yeah.
You wanna tell everybody where we're going first?
So we're in Gaffney, South Carolina, and I'm sure everybody's like, Gaffney, where's Gaffney? So it's like northeast of Spartanburg and then southwest of Charlotte, if that helps folks, right off of Interstate 85. And on the line with us, we have a full house. This is super exciting. And again, these are the coolest names in the world. We've got Maggie Upton, Tourism Engagement Coordinator, LeighAnn Moon, Tourism Administrator, and Lacey Lemmons, the Visitor Center Manager. Woo!
It really does sound like a rock group or a country singer or something.
Yes.
Well, welcome to the show, ladies.
Thank you, guys. That was a great intro. I think we should do that every morning.
Right? I think that would totally pump you up for work that day.
Caly is hireable. She can do that every morning. Just do a quick Zoom meeting.
Every morning.
I will. And coming through the door today.
There we
Hey,
go.
Caly, that can be a new visitor experience. We can have people get into Gaffney, come here, talk to Caly first thing in the morning, and come up their day.
That's right. All I need is coffee. I just need coffee first.
There we go. Well, why don't we start off by so we are a magazine and a podcast of RVers that travel all around. We a lot of us live the nomadic life full time. Some of them are just part time. But why don't you tell us why? Give us maybe the big picture of why Gaffney is a great destination for RVers.
LeighAnn, do you want to take that one?
Okay. So Gaffney's history goes way back to the American Revolution, and of course, with this year being America's 250th, there's a lot of interest in Gaffney. We are still a rural community, but located halfway between Charlotte and Greenville. So great place to be, to visit, and find lots of things to do. We sit at one end of the scenic highway of Highway 11, the Cherokee National Scenic Highway, and we're always here to engage with people. We have campgrounds. We have several different campsites along the county, whether it's on the Broad River or right off the interstate. And staff at the Visitor Center that's always willing to help set that itinerary, particularly if you're into history and our American Revolution. We can help you dig in.
Yeah, that sounds like my cup of speed. I love the American Revolution. That's my favorite war out of all of them. I've read so many books about it. Just absolutely amazing that we were able to keep it together and actually form a nation here. But why don't you tell us a little bit about this famous landmark that you have there that it looks like a peach? Maybe tell us a little bit about the history there, how that came about.
All right. So the Peachoid Water Tower is definitely one of the famous landmarks here. That is very well known, even though people might not know where Gaffney is. They know that Peachoid Water Tower. So that came about due to the rich peach history here in Gaffney. So at one time, Gaffney produced more peaches than the entire state of Georgia.
Wow.
Really?
So, yes. And we always like to say we snuck up the juiciest, sweetest peaches. So you'll have to trip down and come test that out.
Very cool.
Absolutely.
So it's a giant water tower, isn't it? And it's in the shape of a massive peach.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, it catches your eye right away. And I think I was surprised by the name. So for me, I was a rookie. I'm from North Carolina. So I knew coming to Gaffney, there was this water tower, but I didn't know it had a name called the Peachoid, which I thought was pretty cool that they put that name to it.
Yeah, and it's gigantuan, and it's really neat looking.
Now, is it still functioning as a water tower, or is it just kind of a monument, so to speak?
It is a functioning water tower, and it's definitely a landmark. We have people from all over the world, whether they've watched House of Cards or The Muppets or many other TV shows, series, and movies that have featured the Peachoid. They come to Gaffney to see that.
So cool. So kind of like a roadside attraction.
Absolutely.
Definitely.
Very, very cool.
Walk up to it and take photos in and around it, and kind of get it in the frame too. So it's a good photo op too.
Oh, I bet you get a lot of Instagrammers out there for trying to get that picture taken.
Of course.
Yeah. Now you have a national battlefield there, and also a national military park there as well. A lot of our listeners are I don't want to say historians, but history buffs. Let's say that.
Mm-hmm.
Why don't you tell us a little bit about those parks?
Okay. So our Revolutionary War battle is probably our first claim to fame. Prior to the American Revolution, we were sparsely populated. So it's kind of odd that you had major battles of the American Revolution that happened in areas that weren't a town, like Charlestown or in New York and Virginia and other areas that were these big settlement areas. We were very sparsely populated, but you threaten the backcountry people, and the backcountry people will come out of the woods, and that's obviously what happened here. So we actually have 3 units in the national park system. We have the Other Mountain Victory National Historic Motor Route that runs right through our downtown, which is our main street is called Limestone Street, which will soon be home to Carolina Rising, an American Revolutionary War museum. And that's scheduled to open in a couple of months in March of 2026. And with Cowpens being about 11 miles from us, and Kings Mountain is 22 miles, we sit right in the heart of the American Revolutionary history of the South.
Yeah, that's interesting because, again, I've read a lot of books, and Virginia and New York, and Pennsylvania, they get all the credit with all the battles and the key points. I honestly, I don't know if I was even aware that there was battles in South Carolina. So this is, I've got to look that up now. Now I got to look up Cowpens because I was reading a little bit about it before we come on the show, and it said it was like strategically one of the most brilliant battles of the American Revolution. And so,
wow.
They still do military training using Daniel Morgan's military tactics at that battle. They still do training at that field for military personnel. So 246 years later, we're celebrating America's 250 this year, and we're super excited about it with our Revolutionary War history. But our battles here didn't happen until 1780 and 1781. So we've got a lot of years to celebrate. So there's lots of time to get into Gaffney and find out what our role was in America's freedom.
Yeah.
Very neat.
So we jumped in kind of quick and didn't kind of start off our usual way, but Caly tells all our listeners all the time, stop at the visitor center.
Yes,
is a good place to start, especially in a smaller town. So tell us a little bit about the visitor center. Is it located there in the heart of the city there, or town?
So we are right in the downtown area of Gaffney. The building that we're located in actually used to be an old post office. So we like to tell everybody that they worked in the most beautiful building in Gaffney. It's very, historic, built in 1912 and 1913. But yes, so we are, like LeighAnn mentioned, we're right off of Highway 11. So you come in, we're pet friendly. As I see the little doggy friend in the back.
But, yes.
But you come in, we have brochures, rack cards, information about everything Gaffney, whether it be the national battlefields, different historic sites that you can visit, or different attractions like other museums and stuff in the area.
Fabulous. I love visitor centers, and I sometimes feel like that they are underrated and they need to be kind of raised up out here in the world of travel, because there's so many great resources in the visitor center that people a lot of times miss out on. And I know that visitor centers, for everyone listening and watching, it's a great place to start when you're just like, what do I do? I've got 1 hour, I'm just passing through, or I've got 2 days, or I've got a week, or whatever it may be. That visitor center is going to help you get the best time out of the amount of time you have when you're in that area. So,
oh yes, if it works out that I'm going to be passing through a town here in a town that they don't have, it's not visitor center hours. Always call, because I want to know, where those hole in the wall mom and pop places to eat and shop. What's that unique experience? And Lacey's staff team here at the visitor center, we can help build itineraries to satisfy visitors' interest.
Fabulous. And then when it comes to kind of exploring the area, like Gaffney, the downtown areas itself, I understand there's a couple of historic districts, like the Limestone Springs Historic District. Tell us what folks will experience in this part of town.
So Limestone Springs Historic District is located what was most recently Limestone University. So prior to being a university, the original building was built on the property as a resort hotel at a natural springs. Prior to being a natural springs for a resort hotel, when we're talking in the early 19th century. Prior to that, during the American Revolution, that property was owned by Vardry McBee, and he was a captain of our local militia. His son was actually Vardry Jr., who is the father of Greenville, South Carolina. But Vardry owned 14,000 acres, including the spring, and his home turned into a hospital, something else we don't really think about. But as you're looking for, especially women and children's roles during the American Revolution, a lot of the homes, we didn't have hospitals. They turned to healthcare facilities. And Vardry McBee would bring wounded soldiers back, regardless of the side that they were on. And so now Limestone Springs has a historic marker that commemorates or memorializes 3 British officers that were mortally wounded at the Battle of Cowpens that Patriot Captain Vardry McBee brought to his home, and they succumbed to their injuries there.
Oh, neat. Okay, very cool.
That sounds really neat. So tell us a little bit. You also have a museum, a history and an art museum there locally, right?
Yes, it's the Cherokee County Museum. They are actually located off of College Drive, and it is located inside of an old elementary school. And I tell everybody, literally, they have stuff filled to the rim. Like, literally, you think you're going to go in there and spend 30 minutes and see everything? Absolutely not. So when you visit there, they have different areas, as far as they have a local heroes room where they have the uniform and everything, from pictures and photos that families have donated. And then they recently opened up a new wing to the museum, which is the Montgomery wing. And they have tons of interactive things that are fun for kids and adults. So I encourage everyone to visit them, and they are amazing. The staff and volunteers make the experience wonderful.
No, that sounds amazing. Now we can't talk about an area. So RVers are all about food.
Oh,
that's
yes.
one of. In fact, I love to travel. Almost more so because of the local food. Now, do you have anything special there in Gaffney as far as local foods, local diners or restaurants?
So we have foodies search us out. Downtown, again, in our historic downtown commercial district, we have a place called Harold's, and Harold's was on
Diners, drive-ins, and diners.
There you go. That's what it was.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, famous chili burger. So come on, we'll go eat with you. It's a lot of fun. Still has very much the old diner atmosphere. We also have Daddy Joe's Barbecue. Daddy Joe's Barbecue was selected by Southern Living as one of the best barbecues in the Southeast, and that is a publication you cannot pay your way into.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
And have them say you're one of the best. And so very, very proud of them. People come from all over to eat at Daddy Joe's. They are also in South Carolina barbecue maps. And if you're a barbecue foodie, you have to come to Gaffney, go to Daddy Joe's. We'll give you a barbecue map. You can travel the state and eat all kinds of South Carolina barbecue.
Oh my gosh, that sounds so fun. See, this is why you have to stop at the visitor center so you can get this kind of information.
Yeah, that I'm starving right now. The chili burger and barbecued ribs sound
sounds
great.
so good. I know.
And I guess that would be the Carolina style ribs and stuff with
kind of more of a mustard
right.
base?
They do a mustard base, don't they? Am I thinking right?
Daddy Joe's has a vinegar base.
Okay.
South Carolina I think they have a tomato, a vinegar, and a mustard base. And I think there's North Carolina, South Carolina, and Texas fighting about who's got the best barbecue.
Yep.
I would say barbecue foodies. Come on.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Bring it on.
Out of these other two states, call us back.
Right.
There you go. Now, do you have any hiking or outdoor activities? A lot of our listeners and followers are definitely outdoor people. They like to hike, they like to bike, they like to kayak. What kind of outdoor activities do you have there?
So we just recently opened 2 walking trails. I'm blessed enough to live out in the country, and I actually asked my husband Sunday, "You want to go for a hike?" And we started walking the trails on the property, so it's wonderful. But
Nice.
we have a couple of Revolutionary War trails throughout Gaffney. Both of our parks, the Cowpens and Kings Mountain Military National Parks, all have walking trails and hikes on those. And then we have Lake Welchel, and that has how long is it, Lacey? It takes about 4 hours to do. So that's like a mountain bike or hike around Lake Welchel. And it is absolutely beautiful. And they just recently added a guy that's been very instrumental in getting trail on the ground here for us, is Dr. Paul LaFrancois. And we just named the peninsula there at the Lake Paul's Peninsula. And so we've got a new segment to that trail. And then at the Cherokee Ford of the Broad River, which is on the National Scenic Blueway, we have a 1 mile easy trail. So if you're traveling with family, children, grandchildren, that's a great thing to do. It's where a lot of the encampments for the American Revolutionary War happened. It's where the other mountain men crossed the Broad River on their way to Kings Mountain. So there's a lot of history out there at the Broad River to talk about the trail here.
Oh, fun.
That does sound fun.
And then for folks like me that I do enjoy being outside, but sometimes I just love to shop local. Any great places locally there to shop?
So you can visit our downtown area if you're interested in any antiques. We have a few of our antique stores that are downtown. We have Hartzob's, that is a boutique type store, but she has jewelry, clothes, home decor, lots of beautiful things on display for sale. And then we also have the Gaffney Outlet Marketplace, which is a outside outdoor mall type setup. So lots of great shops over there as well.
Our downtown has opened boutiques lately, so we like to say it's antiques and boutiques.
That's great. So you really cover both ends of the spectrum for folks that just want to, shop local, get something local, or maybe do some antiquing. You have that, but then not too far out of town, it looks like you have the big outlet mall that, you can get those kind of big box stores, but at outlet prices. That's fabulous.
All right. So you've got a big festival that happens every year there. You want to tell us a little bit about it?
Festival.
We're talking about the Peach Festival.
No, we know what you're talking about. We're trying to figure out which one of us is going to talk about it. I will start by letting you know that the food item is here. They do a peach dessert contest every year. It's held here at the Visitor Center. Now I'll let the ladies tell you the rest of the activities that go on.
Okay.
Several days of fun.
So the South Carolina Peach Festival is actually ran by its own board of volunteers, so who actually meet, plan, implement the entire festival. But So typically it's over a course of 2 weekends. And they, of course, have activities that happen in our Jolly Amphitheater Park that's located in the downtown area. They have performances from different bands. They have vendors on site that you can shop or learn information about different businesses. As LeighAnn mentioned, they have the peach dessert contest. They typically have the mud bog.
I think that's coming back.
It is coming back. Yes, carnival for the kids where they can purchase tickets, or the bracelet that lets them ride all the rides. And I also actually was informed this morning that they're bringing Peach Beach back.
Ooh, that sounds fun. What is the Peach Beach?
But they are looking at releasing their schedule in a couple of weeks. So I would be happy to share that with you guys.
Exciting.
It's the second and third weekend of July every year. You're right in the heart of each season.
Perfect. That's what I was going to ask next. When can folks come and visit? Because that sounds so much fun. And so there's a peach dessert contest. I mean, you had me there. I think you could have ended there and we would have been good.
Yeah, so people make peach desserts, and they have a panel of judges, and they come here to the Visitor Center, and yum.
Oh, that sounds amazing. I love it. Sign me up.
Yeah, so I was looking at, we are RVers, so I was looking at campgrounds and RV parks in the area. It looks like you got quite a bit. They're saying 48 in the general area. You got Turtle Creek, which is right there in Gaffney, and then you also have Spacious Sky Campground, which Peach Haven, as they're saying, 8.2 stars, which is out of a lot of reviews. So that's pretty good campground. That's in Gaffney too, but it looks like you also have some in Blacksburg, which isn't too far away, maybe 5 miles away. Iron City Campground.
And there's a couple on Broad River now. So yeah, we can help you. We can help locate RV parks, but you guys need to let us know if you guys might make it for the Peach Festival, and maybe we'll have a couple of celebrity peach dessert contest judges.
There we go.
That'd be nice.
Suggestions,
Right? Oh, that sounds amazing. I love that idea.
We actually have one of our writers that I think she lives near Spartanburg, so she's not too far, and she's one of our core writers. So we get all kinds of content in the area.
We might have to send her your way.
So what do you what would you consider the best time of the year seasonally for an RVer to visit Gaffney?
I think it depends on what your interest is. There's always lots of reasons to get into Gaffney. During the spring, we have a concert series, and we offer different genres of music. So if you're a concert searcher, then that's definitely something that would pique your interest. If you're into more of the cultural heritage type history stuff, then certainly come around Kings Mountain's anniversary in October. Halpin's anniversary is coming up in January the 17th. So there's activities planned from the 15th to the 17th this year for that anniversary. And then in July, we have Fort Thickety Liberation Day, which is a fort that we had that was occupied by the Loyalists, and our local patriots surrounded the fort, and Loyalists surrendered without a single shot being fired because they cut down a tree and painted the end of it with tar and made it look like a cannon.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, the only Loyalist surrender that we have documentation of in the American Revolution, where the Loyalists surrendered without a single shot being fired.
Wow, that's really special. That's really cool.
Well, why don't you, as we start wrapping up here, maybe give us a little bit of an elevator speech, or maybe tell us, 2 or 3 good reasons why RVers should come there, and what just makes this a special place to come visit.
There's a lot of reasons, right?
Right. So if you can tell the employee that's been here for almost 30 years. So in March this year, we will have the grand opening of Carolina Rising, which is a $7.3 million investment in our downtown area. Wow. That is the Revolutionary War non-traditional museum. It's saying that it is not your traditional artifacts. It is all completely immersive. We even have a system that's going to have facial recognition. You can engage with holograms and different elements and activities throughout the museum and learn a little bit about yourself. That night, it will dump all that memory. And the next day, you can come in with the same face, but you have different answers and get a different experience.
Oh, fun.
Yeah, it sounds like a really fun town, and I assume a lot of friendly people. I haven't been there, but I'm assuming that you always get that southern hospitality down in South Carolina.
Yeah.
And the weather is pretty mild even through the winter, isn't it? You don't see any like the snow and the ice that the rest of the world's getting usually.
If we
like 70 today.
Yeah, it's 72 degrees. I just got back from a meeting at 72 degrees currently. Absolutely gorgeous outside. So the trees will be budding tomorrow. Possibly by next week we'll have a little snow on the ground for a day or two or an hour or two. And then it will warm back up again. So we have 4 seasons a year, absolutely. Sometimes we have 4 seasons in a week.
Yeah, I get
Yes.
that. We used to live in Kentucky. We had the same thing.
Yeah, 4
It's like
seasons in an hour.
Yeah, for sure. Well, is there anything we missed that you'd like to share with our audience about what to do there in Gaffney?
Well, one thing I wanted to add is when we were talking about food, Daddy Joe's, they have a patio area where you can take your pets, enjoy your lunch, and they can spend it with you. So
That's fabulous. And I love that more places are becoming more pet friendly because we travel with 2 dogs and I'd love to take them with us. And so that's awesome. That's awesome that more and more places are doing that these days.
absolutely.
Well-
But besides, you guys coming down and visiting, and we can show you in detail. I think we hit all the good highlights.
Yeah, and if any of your scouts travel in groups, they need to contact Maggie. Maggie's the group coordinator, and she can set up your experience and make sure you have a really good time in Gaffney.
We'll have to definitely consider that.
yeah.
That sounds good. Well, thank you so much for coming on the show today. We appreciate you coming on here. And Cal, you want to take us out?
Yep, I will take us out. Thank you so much, ladies, for joining us today and telling us all about Gaffney, South Carolina. And we want to thank all of you out there for joining us in here today, whether you're joining us on the audio side, and you can find us wherever you listen to your audio podcast, or out on YouTube, on our YouTube channel, RV Destinations Magazine. We are out there as well with our podcast. And check out our website at rvdestinationsmagazine.com. We have always a ton of great free FREE RV travel content out there for you. And we just truly appreciate you. I truly appreciate your time.
Safe travels.
Safe travels, y'all.